little frugivore. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Freely, I'm a fruit-based nutritionist, and I'm here to help you stop binge eating and start losing weight permanently, forever. No calorie restriction. And I do that via my one-on-one coaching, and I also make fruit-based meal plans, and I also have these amazing ebooks that are full of weight loss recipes. So check them out, there's a link in the description below. So today's video, right, we are going to do another TLC reaction, another 600-pound life, because I find these very fascinating, and I really want to get to these people and like get them to understand the importance of carbohydrates, right? And other things, which we'll talk about. So that's what we're going to do. Please leave comments down below and let's get into it, shall we? Today's video is Latonya can't drop her bad eating habits. Right, let's go. By the way, I didn't sleep a wink last night, so hopefully I'm sharp today, but I sprained my hand and my wrist and it's incredibly painful, especially at night. So I'm a little bit out of it today, you'll know why. But anyway, let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm not sure why she's counting. Is she counting her steps? Is this like her answer to like a pedometer, you know, that you count your steps every day and she's doing that fewer steps, that she can just count them like that? Unfortunately, that's probably the reality. Think about it. You know, if you're that big, you're not going to be making many steps, taking many steps. Life is a struggle, right? Just to get on the bed, just to get upright. You know, when your body is swimming in fat, it's a real challenge. This is a good reason, you know, to take control before it's too late and not get to this big.
The cocoa butter loaf?
She got a little makeup baggie there, and this is her fiance. Okay.
This. I barely can even, like, you know.
TLC, we need to talk, but like, why? Why, please?
Take care of my fiance as a woman because of me being overweight, and I don't want to be unfair to him.
But you are being unfair to him. That's the reality. She says she doesn't want to be unfair to him, but this is a reality. You are being a burden on those around you, and I hate it even when I'm like a little bit sick or something, where it's like something minor and I still have interaction from my family or friends or partner where they have to help me in some way. I don't like that feeling at all. So I can just imagine 24/7 depending on someone else. They're not going to love that. They're not going to love that. Even if they, you know, they love you a lot, it's still going to be in the back of their mind like, what am I doing?
Completely devoted to me because I helped him get out of prison. But still, I don't want him to feel like he have to take care of me, you know.
But he does have to take care of you because who else is going to take care of you if you can't take care of yourself? And he might be getting a pension or something like that, which may help, but that is coming from taxpayers as well. This is something that we need to face, is that people of this size who are dependent on others are also being propped up by the healthcare system. Okay, they're not going to work, they're rarely going to work, they're having more sick days off, a lot of disabilities, disease. It's very costly to society and to other members of society.
Things she asked me to do, I help her with. She don't want to be a burden on her, but she not a burden, you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna let me help her cook, you know, cause she know I can't cook. That's it?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Thank you, babe. Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, she got the makeup on, she got the fake eyelashes there, and all right, she's taking care of that stuff, the superficial stuff, but not the important stuff, right?
Food is like my best friend. Thank you.
Who's this woman now? Is that her mum? That could be a mum. So food is like her best friend. Like, everybody loves food. Okay, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just a foodie. I love food so much. I'm like, yeah, me too. We all do. It's just part of survival. We need to love it in order to survive.
Can I have some juice, Miss V? When I eat, it takes the stress away.
What has she got there? It's like she's got an entire carton of eggs, of hensies. Hang on, there's more coming too.
That's what I do to help me cope with things.
I need a roller cart.
Right.
We gonna have to get one.
I need a roller cart. I'm going to get one. So yeah, she's right. That woman's right. I'm not sure who the woman is, but she's just feeding her. She is a literal feeder, this woman, an enabler. Like this, Latonya isn't going to be capable of cooking all that herself every single meal, standing in the kitchen cooking. That's a big stress on her body. So someone else has to feed her, and these people just say no. But look what they're serving her. Bacon, some greasy steak things, so many eggs. This is crazy. These people are enabling her so badly, or this lady in particular.
I know that the food is unhealthy.
You know it's unhealthy, but you're still going in there. Right, wow, those biscuit things, they can have a lot of butter, I believe. It's not a big thing in Australia, but you can let me know in the comments how they make those biscuits, waffles. I mean, there's some carbohydrates there, which is great, but you can see a lot of greasy, fat food.
It's not good for me, but with the habit that I had so long, it's hard to change that. So I'm disappointed in myself for letting myself get to this place.
And I'm disappointed in TLC for that angle and cameraman, what? Anyway, so she's disappointed in herself getting to this weight, as you should be.
But, you can't change the past.
No, you can't change the past, but you got to change now, and you're clearly not. You're clearly not. These people, she cannot look after herself. It's obvious, right? So when you got to the point where you cannot look after yourself, other people have to take over and not just give you what you demand, because you obviously have demonstrated that you can't look after yourself, so you're not going to make the best decisions for your own body. Know what I'm saying?
My early elementary school years, I was always a little chubby. Food was just something we did as a family and as a community. And I love eating for that reason.
I mean, everybody does that as a family, as a community. We eat. Yes, we eat. But you have to have awareness while you're eating, or this will happen eventually. She's had many, many opportunities to not allow this to happen. She knows the road she's going down. And yes, there can be addiction involved because of some of the substances, but that doesn't mean you can't stop yourself. I am a good example of someone who stopped themselves. You just have to have that self-awareness, and you can't blame your childhood. But sure, if she was, her mum was feeding her a lot as well, and she was a chubby kid, that's not a good start.
Because food always meant love. But then when I was 12, everything changed. Because that's when my mom died very suddenly. My mother had asthma real bad, so one night...
Obviously, that's horrible to lose your mum as a woman, as a young girl, when you're just going through puberty, 12. That's devastating, obviously, but...
She was having an attack. So my older brother, Terry, took Mom to the hospital, and before she left, she said, if I don't make it back, tell everybody I love them. But, I'm not thinking that it's a possibility that my mom not gonna come back. So when we got to the hospital, when we went in the room, me and my sister, they let us go in there, and I was trying to wake my mom up, but she went.
Yeah, that's obviously very, very sad. But we can't cling to these as reasons why we are what we are today. I think a lot of us have had very challenging childhoods, and we haven't allowed ourselves to end up like this.
When I wake up, she was just laying there, and I just kept on pushing her, trying to wake her up, and she wouldn't. That's when they told me she was dead. So I couldn't even cry because I didn't believe it was real.
Yeah, obviously very devastating. A lot of children have been through similar, unfortunately.
And I've been dealing with it every day of my life.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. She needs to get past this. If you're holding on like that, it's basically eating as a form of procrastination to actually get on with life. Because although it's sad, obviously, how happy would her mum be to see her holding on to this pain every single day and letting herself down and being unhealthy and on the brink of death? Her mum's not going to want her to be that way, so you know what I'm saying?
My mom passed away. I started to turn food into a comfort. Food took my painful thoughts away, and it made me happy for them.
Well, that's the thing. Like, food obviously makes us happy because we're getting like a reward when we eat, because we need to survive and we need to have that connection with the food that we're going to be rewarded. That's where the glucose comes in, the sugar. It's very rewarding, right? And when you have a dense calorie meal like a fat and a sugar, that's very, very rewarding as well. So this happens with everybody.
Moment. When my mom passed away, my father moved away 3 months later with a lady that I didn't get along with. I moved in with.
Okay, I think we can move on from the childhood scenario because, look, yes, I understand there's many, many horrible childhoods, isn't there, in the world? We know that. But that doesn't mean you still have to end up like this, okay? I really feel it's a form of procrastination when these individuals eat, and don't face those emotions and move on and just move on. You know, they just wallow in it. They just allow themselves to become weak and wallow in that situation and then just continually use that as an excuse as to why they are how they are today. And I'm not here for the excuses. I'm here for the solutions.
I stayed with her for a few years.
She always was a good little girl. Once my mom passed, she had to come live with me. And I think...
And here we go. Here's an example of her sister, who also lost her mum, but didn't make the same choices food-wise as she did. So you can see she's an example of it not having to happen, even if you've had that childhood experience.
She felt like she was kind of alone, but she had my kids to play with, but it's just not like having your mother.
Okay, so moving on. Okay.
Do whatever I wanted. It was the food that made me feel better. I was going to drop out of school, but my godmother got a hold of me and made me finish.
Latonya...
The fact that she's being given all this food is absolutely criminal. I just cannot believe that someone is feeding her like this. She obviously can't look after herself. Stop it.
As I got grown, I just got comfortable with life and, I just gained a lot of weight over the years,
That's when you got to be onto it. You can't allow yourself to go down that slippery slope. Have that self-awareness. Look in the mirror. Be ashamed. Be disgusted in yourself. Have those painful emotions. Experience them. Use them as motivation to change. If you procrastinate like this, just eating rubbish, then you just become, something that you obviously don't want to be, right? So we get past the childhood.
I got the motorized wheelchair. And once I sat down in one of those, it's like I never got back up yet. And my health is gone.
That is a lot of calories. That is like, wow, wow, wow. I mean, I'm thinking like 2,000 or something right here.
I'm downhill ever since. Praise God that during that dark time,
I was incarcerated and I ran to one of her cousins. He knew I was in the big boned women, so he was like, I passed.
He knew I was in the big boned women? Bro, she doesn't have big bones. This is not a big bone thing. This is just a lot of fat tissue. A lot of rolls, a lot of fat tissue over the little bone structure. She's probably going to have a similar bone structure to me underneath. So, well, she will have, yeah. Big boned. See, this is a sign the guy is a feeder.
I got a cousin for you. He showed me the picture.
I mean, like, he's smiling. I find this inappropriate. Like, doesn't he realize she's on death's door?
So I was like, yeah. See, I look past what other people see, her weight, this and that. I know she's a good person. She teach me.
That's great, but you shouldn't look past it because you're going to lose her. So how much do you love her if you look past her current terrible health condition and just ignore it? Bro, like...
Me some things, you know what I'm saying?
I knew that he loved me just the way I am. I just can't.
That's bad. That's bad. It's good to actually want your partner to change and to give them some pressure if they're on the verge of having a heart attack. Right.
Thank God enough, you know, how God worked things out. But now, I need to be able to live long enough for us to grow old together.
She's so delicate with that bacon.
A few years back, I went to see Dr. Now, but I don't think he ever took me really seriously.
The only reason he wouldn't take you seriously is if you don't take you seriously.
Because I decided that I wasn't ready yet. I couldn't commit to doing a program. But now I'm thinking that I need to go back and see him again.
You know what you need? You need those feeders, those enablers that you have in your life to actually start caring about you for real. Caring about you for real. And these people are like, I love them to death. And it's like, yeah, you're feeding them to death. Like, what?
You done?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, you did real good.
And can I get a wet towel?
You know, even just saying that, what that woman said, I mean, is that, I'm still unsure of what the relationship is here. Maybe her carer as well, I'm not sure. But for her to say you did real good, why is she encouraging this self-harm? That's what it is.
Wash my hands and stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Tanya. Tanya. What time it is? What time it is?
I don't know what time it is.
Let's go to the grocery store. Ready when you ready.
I go grocery shopping maybe once a month because it's hard for me to get back and forth to the grocery store.
Well, it's impressive that she can even stand for the amount of time that she can, but she's straight into one of those mobility scooter things that you see in, what is that place in America? I'll think of it in a second.
You got it?
Yeah. Would you
Walmart.
tell Adrian I'm coming? Please. And you guys can go on and get the boards and stuff ready so it can be already ready.
All right.
You can hear how labored her breathing is because there's so much fat tissue on her lungs, on her organs that are, you know, assisting her breath, basically. So she's got this compression going on.
All right, baby.
Thanks, bud. Thank you. My nephew, Adrian, maybe like 3 times a week.
I question that guy's motives. I'm just going to leave that there.
You know, ask do I need help and run my errands and do things for me, you know. Oh my God, it's cold out here.
Told you it was cold.
It's freezing. I'm sorry, guys.
Told you it was cold.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, imagine having to apologize all the time for just being, right? Your state of being is such a just burden on others that you have to apologize for just being you.
I'm sorry.
Told you it was cold. I'm trying
Y'all
to
need
get
to get y'all some gloves. Y'all could have had the
this.
gloves.
We just said that. Huh?
Oh. I climb in my van. That take a lot of energy. So before I can start the van and drive, I have to take a
Oh, she is driving? I don't know how safe that is.
breath because it then took so much energy to do all that moving.
I do not think she should be going grocery shopping, do you?
What kind of drink
Don't take the alcoholic to the liquor store.
do y'all think we should get?
I should clarify that too. It's not the same. Alcohol is not the same because food is food and we need food, right? We need food. It isn't an addiction, just a pure addiction. Obviously, you need to sustain yourself and food is what you need to eat.
Hold on, Noah, back up. That's good right there. I take my chair because when I ride the store wheelchairs, I'm uncomfortable. When I'm in my wheelchair, I'm comfortable. And I don't get really tired when I go grocery shopping because I'm doing something that I like. Once I get inside, I be in the store for hours because I don't know the next time when I'm gonna go.
Wow. She is in the store for hours. Hours.
Everybody got a hobby, and food is my hobby. Oh, y'all.
It's not funny, sis. It is not funny. This is a real desperate situation. Remember, you're a burden on others. Others, the whole community. This ain't funny that's your hobby.
Get some donuts.
The glazed donuts?
Get the strawberry ones too, them different. I eat about 6 times per day. The one, the chips over here.
I always get this feeling of WALL-E, you know, that movie WALL-E. If you haven't seen it, look it up now, watch it straight away. It's just hopefully not the future of the human race, right? Of humanity. Hopefully not.
I need some nuggets, eggs, bacon, turkey bacon with some juice.
Yep, all these things, that's what makes you fat. The turkey bacon, all those like processed meats and no.
Pork, beef, chicken, tilapia fish in a salad or something like that. Jambalaya rice, macaroni and cheese.
Holy moly, look at that trolley. It is packed to the brim with processed rubbish. Wow, 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 wow.
I love chips, I like candy, cakes, you know.
I mean, like, we all love that stuff. Chips and candy, and yeah, we love it. I mean, candy in general, if it's not has no fat, it's not going to make you fat because it's just sugar. But what I'm trying to say is we all love that stuff, but you got to have some self-control, right? You got to like stop procrastinating with binging.
Cookies, you know, sweet stuff like that. I love cereal. Some days I don't even eat regular food. I just eat snacks all day.
We could put her on rice and pasta and potatoes and smoothie for breakfast. She would do well, but you'd have to have someone actually obviously giving her this food, not having her have the choice. Like, she should not have a choice here of what to choose at the grocery store. We're way beyond her being able to look after herself here. This is just, these guys are being super irresponsible.
Thank you for your time. You too. Be blessed. Food is my comfort zone, and I'm just trying to get out, get in the car.
Exactly. Food is her comfort zone. Like, she's inside a comfort zone. She's procrastinating. She's not getting out there because she's, there's a lot of reasons why, obviously, but we can make excuses too. We could all make excuses and be like that. But what sort of life is that?
So I can eat chips or something like that.
She is barely fitting in that car. I don't know how the steering wheel is not preventing her from actually steering, like turning the wheel.
Oh my God.
Excuse me? What is that? What?
Ooh, don't drop that. It's hot. Yeah. Ouch.
Here he goes, just, feeding her. He's a good old feeder.
I'll call you when it's ready, babe. Okay. It's so hard to stop because...
Good, corn. Corn, now I want to see a big plate of rice. Or even a big plate of plain wheat pasta if you want. Not going to make you fat. And this is something that she really, really needs, is the carbohydrates to fill that stomach, because she's filling the stomach with fat at the moment, with there's so many fat calories, which are not expanding that stomach wall, which is not actually satiating her and sending that signal to the brain to stop eating. I will keep saying this forever because it's so incredibly important.
The food, it just feels so good, It takes the pain away.
Okay, so she got some pasta there. But you see what the problem is? It is coated in fat. It's coated in dairy, oil, butter. No, no, no.
It's been my friend for a long time. Oh, yeah.
It's all of our friends. I get annoyed hearing this because it's like, people like this try and put themselves in another category, like they're some freakish human and they have this unnatural, like, feelings about food, as in I love food, food is comfort for me. Everyone feels this, okay? Everybody feels this, and they could eat like this. We could all eat like this if we let ourselves go and not care and procrastinate on the food and not face real life issues and tough it a bit, you know? Like if we let ourselves be weak, we could all eat like this. She's not special in that regard.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to Houston and meet Dr. Nile. But my mama used to say, if you're gonna worry, don't pray. If you're gonna pray, don't worry.
So they're going to see Dr. Now in Houston. That's the one who's going to do, the doctor who's going to do gastric bypass.
For all the people who was praying for me, man, I thank them, you know what I'm saying? Now it's my turn to pay her back, you know? That's why I'm here.
Reese.
I'm gonna stay with her forever. She gonna do it this time, all the way. She gonna go all the way. Lose this weight, because she got me with her.
Well, bro, you got to get serious. You can't be feeding her that.
The outcome and when I'm eating. My fear is if I don't lose weight, that
Cheesecake is just pure fat, by the way.
I won't be around a lot longer.
Yep, that's exactly what will happen. So let's move on to the next one where she's at Dr. Now's.
Good. So, Latonya, good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
So,
Here we are.
you brought someone new with you this time. And who's this young man with you?
This is my fiance, the one.
All right, nice to meet you, Juan. Well, Latonya, it says here in the chart
Dr. Now's just thinking, yep, here we have the feeder.
that you came in 5 years ago when you were 482 pounds. And now you're 631 pounds. And how long you been in this motorized wheelchair?
About 5 years.
Wow, so she went 200 pounds since he saw her last. Wow.
Okay, so things have gotten worse for you. So
Yes.
now, how motivated you are to change your eating habit, how motivated you to change your life, and how motivated you are to give up this motorized wheelchair?
I'm very motivated.
You see what I mean? Motivation, not procrastination.
What are you willing to do?
I'm willing to make a change. That's why I came here.
Well, you came here before, and you were given a chance to make those changes. And in the past 5 years, you haven't made those changes. What is different today? Tell me.
I love how straight he is. What is different today? No excuses. No like, yeah, I'm going to change. It's like, yeah, well, I want to see some proof.
Because I finally have a great support system with my family. Like, I never just really just reached out to my family, and I always try to do it on my own. And I recently just reached out to them and told them to support me. They really came through. And then, like, meeting him coming into my life has been a change because I know that he loved me like I don't have to question it. So I just look forward to losing this weight because I want to get married. I want to have my own child, like, and start my...
Okay, so she's got some reasons. Good. She wants to have a child and she wants to get healthy for that, obviously.
my own family and be normal.
All right, so you know what normal weight for you should be?
What I should, with my height, what is it?
I would say like 140 or less.
160, 170. Now, can you close
I would say definitely less than what Dr. Now says.
your eyes and imagine you're 170 pounds?
Be by my side.
Yeah.
And you know, you have BMI of over 100, and normal BMI is 18 to 25, and that's very high BMI. And as young as you are, your body has been able to handle that, but that's gonna change here soon. And you keep
Yeah, because she's still young, right? And what about when she loses it? What about the feeder, the guy? Is he going to hang around because he likes the big boned women?
gaining like you have, all that weight is gonna put a lot of strain on your system. You're not gonna live that long. Okay, so it's going to be a challenge for you to get your weight down, but you don't have any more time to waste, Latonya. So the changes have to start now. And after the diet, the most important thing is to get out of that wheelchair. People
His voice is so cute. Dr. Now is a little bit on the tubby side too. I've noticed that. And sometimes like really quite, yeah, he's definitely overweight at certain times.
that are in motorized wheelchair, they have a really tendency to do everything in a wheelchair. So you need to get out of that chair. So we will set you up some physical therapy to help you do that.
Yeah, like this is important. If you are obese, if you're having weight issues, you do have to move, right? You can't just do it with diet. What you need to do is fuel yourself correctly and sufficiently, getting enough calories, so then you have energy to move your body. The weight loss needs to come through movement, okay, not through the restriction, the calorie restriction, because it's not satisfying to do it that way when you're starving yourself. It's not sustainable, and it will come back eventually. So it needs to be done through movement. Remember that.
So tell me, what does your eating habit look like? When you usually wake up and when you usually start eating?
I wake up at like 10:30. I may eat breakfast at like 12 o'clock.
What do you
Great. See, here's an example of a big mistake that she first makes. When she wakes up, she doesn't even eat until like 12 o'clock. That's terrible. That's a recipe for obesity. You need to get this big ass smoothie in. And I'll say it every single time. Get the bananas in. Seriously, 10 bananas or more is going to change your life and your waistline. But you need to get it in early. Early. You need to fuel yourself. Or by that time that 12 o'clock comes around, she's going to be ravenous. And you can see what she ends up eating.
usually eat?
Bacon, eggs, grits.
Are you hungry in the morning?
No, sir.
But if you're not hungry, you don't have to eat.
But the doctor told me
What's he saying? Is he saying she shouldn't eat at 12 even? She said she doesn't eat breakfast. She eats at like 12. Oh gosh, he's definitely into the starvation route.
that if I don't eat, then my metabolism is high or low or something like that.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. Everybody gonna confuse you, but you should never get confused about one thing: eat less.
Yes.
Okay?
No. So this, oh gosh, so clueless. Eat less. Telling these 600-pound people they should eat less. Yeah, sure, it seems like it makes sense, but it just doesn't in reality. And so few of them actually succeed long term. Like the reversal rate is just incredibly huge after these operations, because the diet he's giving is like some low carb, like starvation system, which is terrible.
There's no confusion with that. Okay? Now, if you really put the math together, you have eaten the food that belonged for next 4 years ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So don't feel like you have to eat. Okay?
Don't feel like you have to eat. Like he's creating an ED for this, or she's already had one, obviously, but even another one. She needs to eat, bro. Just imagine her on rice, unlimited rice and pasta. And yes, you can have a sauce with it, it's okay. Just keep it low fat. And even eating bread, and like, she would drop weight rapidly if she was kept away from the majority of the calories that she's having, which are the fat calories.
I got you.
So if you're 600 pounds, you can easily lose 60, 70 pounds a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much weight do you think I would have to lose before you approve me for surgery?
Well, I'm going to give you a month, and I want you to lose at least 40 to 50 pounds in 1 month. So if you stick to the
Let's see.
diet I gave you, that shouldn't be a problem for you. You think you can do that?
I can do it.
All right, great.
Thank you.
This is going to be hard, but nobody says it's going to be easy. You have to be determined, and you have to be motivated. We're going to...
And most of all, he should be talking to her partner, who has to stop enabling her and just giving her whatever she wants.
give you instruction, but it's all going to be up to you to follow those. I gave you that before, but then you never came back. So hopefully this time it's different.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Since seeing that.
I actually think she's put on the 200 pounds since being with that guy, right? So this is going to be difficult.
Doctor now, it really kind of just helped me understand that if you want to live, then you have to make some changes. And so he wanted me to lose 40 pounds. And I think I may have lost a few pounds. But I'm just happy because lately Dr. Now is sending me a physical trainer to help me do the exercises.
I'm really happy to hear that there's a physical trainer. Good. Movement is important. You can't be bedridden and be on one of those like wheelchair getting around the shopping center and stuff like that and think you're burning calories just by pointing at the food that you want. No, that's not enough.
And you all gonna work out?
Ooh, I hope she don't have me doing that too hard because I'm hurt. What my purse said, I need to take my medicine. Come on in, Mika. Hey, beautiful. Oh, Lord. Hey.
I'm actually qualified to train special populations as a personal trainer. I became a personal trainer early on, around 2021, and it'd be interesting to see what exercises that she does recommend. It can't be much.
Sexy.
How are you?
Ooh, baby, if I can get as fine as you, honey, baby. Ooh,
Stop.
Lord.
How you feeling?
I'm exhausted, but I'm good. My legs look like an apple.
Okay.
But baby, I'm okay.
I am proud of Latonya and how far she's come. At first, she was lazy. Exhale, 1, good, 2, good, 3. Latonya's habits have gotten better.
I mean, even just using her arms without weights is enough.
Believe it or not, she is watching what she's eating, but my concern is the physical. She's not really exercising like she needs to. 9. I don't think Latonya works out when I'm not here. And I can tell because I'm pushing her to exhaustion, but the pain in her legs, she shouldn't be having it. 3.
Yeah, because when you're not around, she's reverting back. And that's why these individuals need like a fat camp. They need a fat camp where they're watched all the time. They're there for like a year, seriously, just to reinstill good habits, just rewire everything, right? So when they leave, they have new habits, they have some progress. Otherwise, it's tough. It's tough.
But hopefully with the work that we do, and she'll continue to do it and she'll get a whole lot better.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Getting her feet, her legs moving more.
I quit now. I'm tired. The workout, this is my first time having to do it in the bed. Because I usually be in my chair, but about me being in pain today, in the band. So
The band.
I'll be ready next time.
All right.
Thank you, hon. See you later.
But I mean, at her point, she doesn't have to do heaps of exercise, in order to get results. It just has to dramatically change the calorie source. Like a broken record, right?
I had to get the hug. It's good. I feel it up here. It's kind of, and got my leg, the blood circulating a little bit, so it was awesome. After I worked out like that, I worked up a real good hunger. So when I'm done, I'm ready for
I worked up a real good hunger. Okay, yikes, yikes.
something good to eat. That's fish, right?
Yeah.
I hope
She's meant to be on the diet right now, isn't she? She's meant to be on, Dr. Now's.
this ain't tilapia fish, like,
You know, I don't ever cook tilapia. I cooked it for you, but I don't think fried food is a good option for you.
Hello, why are you giving it to her then? I guess she's paying this woman to feed her. It seems like it.
I won't eat a whole lot just to taste,
For lunch today,
Yeah, right. I won't eat a whole lot just to taste, No one's believing that.
we had some fish and some French fries. Well, it wasn't too healthy today, but, she really is trying really hard.
That's not trying real hard. And like, you shouldn't be so comfortable giving her that fried food. Just get, double down on this like healthy carbohydrate. Well, she's not allowed to have carbs right now. This is the whole point. I wish we didn't talk about Dr. Now's recommendations of super low carb. He's probably got her on like 1,000 calories right now, which of course is just rubbish. She doesn't have to. I know he does it because he wants her to lose like a lot of weight before surgery, but he just dehydrates these individuals and then causes them to binge. you know, and no wonder they don't succeed a lot of the time. It doesn't have to happen like that.
Tanya cheats on her diet, but not much as she used to.
I gained, 4 pounds because basically I gotta try harder.
She gained 4 pounds. Literally, like, I mean, even mentioning 4 pounds on a body her size is pretty, you know, doesn't mean much. But the fact that she didn't lose anything, I'm not surprised.
This is something new for me. I've been eating unhealthy for so long, and like now, trying to change it is it's a lot. But
Dr. Now is like, excuses, excuses. I don't want to hear your excuses. You can see it in his face. But see, I get it why it's hard for these people, because hello, going from like 7,000 plus calories per day of super dense fatty food to this, like, pity, like, what am I trying to say? Measly peasly, like 1,000 calories, and not your body and brains feel like carbohydrates? What? Of course, that's like virtually impossible.
I know it's worth it.
Okay, so what are you trying to tell me? You came here last time. We gave you exercises to follow with physical therapy to help you start getting out of your chair. And you didn't do that. And you were supposed to lose 40 pounds. You're deflecting.
She probably has no energy to do the workouts, Dr. Now.
In the situation.
Dr. No, more like it. We call him Dr. No.
By saying you're having pain, yeah, you should have pain because you are 636 pounds instead of being 170 pounds. And you're still in this motorized wheelchair. You don't want to give that up. You don't want to give up your eating habit. Come on, you were supposed to lose weight. You were supposed to change anything. You were supposed to call if you had any question, but you didn't follow the diet. You keep eating too much, and you want to
He's roasting her.
admit it. It's been 5 years since you tried to get help, and you're worse off more than ever now because you're lying so much to yourself you believe that you lie.
I agree with him, but you can see the problem here when he's giving her an impossible plan to follow.
Keep repeating the same lie doesn't come true.
The obesity began when I was 12 years old. I lost my mom at the age of 12. So I stayed with
How did your mom pass?
She had a heart attack.
Okay.
After my
Yeah, and she had a heart attack, and that's probably to do with diet. I mean, it's almost positively to do with her diet.
mom died, I went with my sister because my dad moved in with a woman. The woman that he moved in with, her and my mom was friends. Like,
Okay, so you disapproved.
yeah, I did.
Were you mad at your dad?
Okay, so what they're going to do now is try and say this is a psychological problem. You know, she just needs to deal with like the childhood and then she'll be better. And I don't agree with this, okay? Because it is a physiological problem. It is obviously, yeah, it has to do with her procrastinating and not facing some realities in her life. But this is mainly due to her eating like drug kind of infused food, which is making it hard to stop eating those foods, and also a huge lack of education. So if she educated herself on actual like human nutrition, you know, took the time to do that, then that would be a big, you know, help, of course.
Has bad leg pain again. Last time she came down, she complained about that. And we checked her out, and nothing severe was wrong with her. This time,
He is looking at her hard there. You can see his face. It's like, has she lost weight? She does not look like she, you can see he's got a real like stern look on his face.
she says the pain is even worse to the point that she thinks she might pass out. So I told her to come to the hospital so we can check her out.
Wow, she can barely move now. She needs to be kept in that hospital on a restricted diet, obviously, on a high carb diet. Woo!
Hello, how you doing? I'm tired, I'm hurting.
Come here.
I'm following you.
Come on. As far as I can tell, that she's having a lot of pain and shortness of breath, and she thinks that her legs are hurting because lymphedema is swollen. But looking at her just from the past, we cannot tell if there is anything seriously wrong with her. So we're gonna bring her in the hospital and see what's going on.
Yeah, she definitely looks like she's gotten quite a bit bigger.
Do it. Okay. What I did.
Huh?
And the witness ain't helping.
Yeah, she's kind of like work away on there. I mean, I am just fascinated by the level of pain that these people are willing to put up with. That's a part of the reason I didn't get to this size, because I was just pain. Like, I don't like pain. That's why I came to this lifestyle, eventually found it, because I was in pain digestively big time, and my weight was going up, and the binging was out of control. So it was a lot of pain for me, and that's why I changed. And I recommend you change as well. And I have books I can show you, over 100 recipes. Binge Free Me book has just been released, and it has all my best recipes. So check that out. There's a link in the description. Yeah, just make a change. You have to do it now. Avoid the pain. Use the pain as a motivator.
You're not having chest pain or anything, huh? Shortness of breath? Okay. We'll look at your monitor and get some blood work done, and we gotta see what's going on with you, okay?
Okay.
I don't doubt she has some swelling and discomfort in her legs and feet.
Hey, Snoopy.
She's probably over 600 pounds, and that is taking a toll on her body.
Yeah, exactly. It's over 600 pounds. You can imagine all the fat around the organs, compressing nerves, doing all sorts of bad stuff, right? And the bloodstream, oh, it's going to be a big old mess in there.
We have run a number of tests on Latonya, and we're still in the process of doing that. But so far, there is nothing concerning with her legs. She doesn't have a blood clot. She said that was her main concern, but she doesn't have any issues like that. I am concerned about her heart. Some of the tests are a little concerning.
Like just having needles like that and stuff, I'm just like, no. That's why these shows are great, because individuals who are on the way up with their weight can see the reality of living like this, of becoming like this, getting needles and just being this horrible burden on society and on your friends and family, and having all this pain, like with the flaps and trying to clean and being, hygiene being a problem. It just goes on and on and on.
She has not made any progress and continued gaining a little. So I'm concerned about the strain she has on her body and how.
Well, you have to keep her in the hospital and put her on your terrible low-carb, low-calorie diet, right? I think that's the next step, maybe.
How close she may be to it giving out. So I'm going to keep her here for a little bit and finish running some more tests on her heart.
Well, I hope he does not feed her in hospital, right? Bring her pizzas and stuff like that.
But she hasn't been too cooperative. Most days she tells PT she's too tired or her body hurts too much to get out of the bed. So she...
Oh, yeah, she has a lot of excuses, this individual. A lot of excuses. You just have to suck it up. Seriously, be an inspiration to others if you can be. I mean, I'm just thinking about these individuals, what they can use as motivation as well. They can have a whole new career, like inspiring others to lose weight. Like I've seen a few people. There's like Sean on YouTube, check him out, Sean of Steel. He actually does reaction videos to 600 Pound Life. He used to be over 600 pounds himself, I believe. And yeah, he's making a living out of it now, reacting and trying to help individuals who have been in who are in a similar position. So you got to try and get some purpose out of this, like to get you going, something to look forward to. That's important too.
Tries to avoid that, and we have had a dietitian work with her to understand proper diet. But she argued with them and disagreed with the food selection here at the hospital. So it hasn't been easy with her. But we have been able to get her to lose 48 pounds in just...
Wow, 48 pounds, she still got down.
2 weeks. So her weight is down from 642 to 594. So
she probably has absolutely no energy, but she's just lying in bed, so she's not burning a lot.
With that, on top of some medication, we were able to get her heart out of the critical place it was when she arrived. But her whole body is still very close to a breaking point. And if she doesn't continue to lose a lot more weight, then her situation can get critical again very fast.
Yes, that is obviously what can happen. She's just got so much pressure on her organs.
All right, did the physical therapy come and work with you?
Yes, sir.
Did dietitian come talk to you?
Yes, sir. Can you talk to her about the food that they've been sitting in here?
Well, I don't know why you don't like the food that everybody else eats in the world.
What? I don't know why you don't like the food that everybody else in the world is eating.
Show me what they brought you.
This, I didn't touch it.
Well, that's good. Good lunch.
I don't eat that. I don't eat beans at all. I don't even know what that
What is that? Why can we not see the food?
is. And this look like dog food.
You don't like meat?
It's like dog food. I saw a bit of dog food on your plate. Remember the bacon and the meat? Like, what?
I don't eat stuff like this.
That's good nutrition.
Wow, I don't eat stuff like this.
That's good protein.
Like I don't eat beans at all.
But how about the meat?
I don't eat that kind of meat.
Okay, now she's just being annoying. Now she's just being annoying. She doesn't eat beans, right? She doesn't eat that type of meat, even though she's been smashing in the other meat. Okay, she's just, yeah, you can see it's pretty obvious why she's gotten to be how she is. She's soft, she's full of excuses, she's like spoiled.
I haven't really ate nothing since I've been here.
You're not gonna fade away. You're gonna be fine.
I still have to eat something.
No. You're eating the food that belongs to the next 4 years ahead of time. So
No, Dr. Now, that is a really bad thing to say. He is really creating like extra ED by saying stuff like that. No, she needs to fuel herself. She needs a lot of food. Like, what, do you want her to feel like absolute rubbish? You know, fat burns in the flame of carbohydrates. You need to have fat. You need to have the carbohydrates in order to burn fat efficiently, keep it off sustainably. And he's saying no to starve yourself. He doesn't get it. He's into the fasting, intermittent fasting, and he just wants quick results for the show, right?
if you don't eat, you're gonna be all right. Okay? Now, the echocardiograms show all the 4 chambers of the heart are distended and overstrained, okay? Your heart is overstrained because of your weight, and your lung capacity is restricted because of your weight. So this is a time for you to learn what the healthy eating habits should be.
Yeah, well, you're not teaching her what healthy eating habits are, bro. What?
Can't go back to what you like to eat and what you consider to be a healthy food.
Yes, sir.
We got your heart out of a critical place over the past couple of weeks. But if you don't keep losing weight, your heart is going to get to a critical place very quickly again. So change and learn what to do at home. Because there's something wrong with your eating habit that you're not losing weight. You agree with that? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's true. That's true, but your recommendations suck.
So is it time to learn what a healthy eating habit should be? Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you can easily lose 60 pounds in 2.5 months. Okay.
He's literally saying that healthy eating habits doesn't include carbohydrates. It's a low-carb diet. He's clueless.
Okay. So no excuses
And he's overweight himself.
because you're running out of time.
Okay.
Okay? So we will discharge you here soon to get you going home, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, we're getting to the end now. Let's see what happens.
Hopefully the momentum we have given Latonya and the tools we have provided her in the last couple of weeks will be enough to finally get her going in the right direction. But she doesn't have a lot of time to keep pushing her body like this. She either loses weight and keep it off to alleviate the strain she's putting her.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, we know how it goes. Anyway, let me just The biggest problem here you see is these enablers, these feeders. She obviously cannot look after herself. The responsibility needs to be given to somebody else. She's already proven that she can't look after herself. So letting her go shopping and choose foods and tell them what to cook her is, these people don't actually care. The husband doesn't actually care if he's going to allow her to just, and you know, cook these things and cook them for her and stuff. Like, that's obviously crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's my video for today. A bit of a long one. Let me know if you like these longer videos. And don't forget to check out the coaching, the custom fruit-based meal plans that I can make you, and also the ebooks. And I also have my physical books. I'm going to have to tell you the next video that I have the physical books, and I have a limited amount of them, and they're going to be specially signed by me with like a paragraph of what you want me to write, and they're going to be sent out by us. We only have a limited amount of these physical books. So let me know in the comments below if you are interested in that. And I'm not sure of how many of you actually got to the end now. But these books are a limited edition, and once they're gone, they're gone. So anyway, don't forget to go through yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.